Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In this troubleshooting guide, we will address the DTC P0116, which indicates an engine coolant temperature ECT sensor 1 circuit range performance problem in the 2006 to 2011 Honda Civic. Understanding this diagnostic trouble code, DTC, is crucial as it can lead to engine performance issues if not resolved. The ECT sensor plays an essential role in monitoring the temperature of the engine coolant and informing the engine control module, ECM, about this data. It is located near the thermostat housing, making it accessible for inspection and testing. The readings from the ECT sensor help in enhancing fuel efficiency and controlling engine operations. Incorrect readings can affect vehicle performance, emissions, and overall drivability, making it imperative to troubleshoot effectively when this code appears. The Engine Coolant Temperature Sensor 1, instrumental in providing real-time engine temperature readings, is located near the thermostat housing of the Honda Civic. Its primary role is to detect the coolant temperature and relay this information to the ECM, which utilizes this data to determine fuel injection timing, ignition timing, and the operation of the radiator fan. If the readings are inaccurate, it may cause the engine to run inefficiently or lead to overheating. The sensor typically operates within a specified range, and deviations from this range can trigger the P0116 code. Inspecting this sensor regularly helps prevent potential long-term damage to the engine and supports optimal efficiency throughout the vehicle's life cycle. Several factors may contribute to the appearance of DTC P0116. A faulty ECT sensor 1 can lead to incorrect readings, prompting the ECM to trigger a warning for performance issues. Additionally, damaged wiring or loose connectors around the ECT sensor or the ECM could interfere with signal transmission, causing erroneous readings. It's essential to also consider the ECM itself. If it malfunctions, it may not process the signals correctly, leading to performance errors. Therefore, checking each of these components thoroughly is crucial in pinpointing the problem and ensuring the system works as intended. When DTC P0116 is active, it can lead to several noticeable symptoms. Drivers may experience engine performance issues such as rough idling or stalling due to incorrect coolant temperature readings affecting fuel mixture calculations. The check engine light will illuminate on the dashboard, serving as a warning indicator that there is a fault within the vehicle's systems. Additionally, poor fuel economy may become apparent as the vehicle adjusts fuel delivery inappropriately due to misinformation from the ECT sensor. Understanding these symptoms can aid mechanics and vehicle owners in identifying and addressing issues related to this DTC promptly. To begin the troubleshooting process for DTC P0116, you'll first want to turn the ignition switch to the on position, ensuring that the electrical systems are powered up without starting the engine. Utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, you will check the ECT sensor 1 values in the data list. You are looking for a temperature reading of about 176 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius or more, which indicates that the sensor is functioning at appropriate levels. Alternatively, if the voltage reading is 0.78 volts or less, this could signify an underlying issue with the sensor. Proceeding with these checks will provide a clear point of departure for further diagnostics. In this second step, after initial readings, you will want to note the value of ECT sensor 1 as displayed on the HDS. It's critical to start the engine and hold the engine speed at 3,000 RPM without a load until the radiator fan activates. This ensures a synthetic operating condition allowing you to gather data under specific circumstances. After accomplishing this, you will again check the ECT Sensor 1 in the data list using the HDS. This step is crucial to evaluate whether the ECT sensor displays a change of 18 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius or more, which could confirm either an intermittent failure or a significant fault that needs further attention. Upon checking the ECT Sensor 1 results, one of the possible outcomes is that the ECT sensor could show a change in temperature readings of 18 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius or more. This indicates an intermittent failure moment. Therefore, the system could currently be operational. It's important to pay attention to this observation, as it suggests that the ECT sensor might only be malfunctioning under certain circumstances. If this is the case, then your next step will involve inspection for poor connections or loose terminals associated with the ECT sensor and the ECM. Identifying any disruptions in connection can lead to resolving the intermittent issues efficiently. For the fourth step, let the engine cool for approximately 3 hours to minimize any thermal influences on the ECT sensor readings, while guaranteeing your safety as you work. After allowing sufficient cool down time, you will return to the ignition switch, turning it back on, RCIO. You will repeat the ECT Sensor 1 checks similarly to the previous evaluations, using the HDS. This repetition will help confirm whether the readings are consistent or if irregularities persist, providing the opportunity to check once again for changes of 18 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius or more. Once the engine has cooled and you have returned to check ECT Sensor 1 again, the question remains whether the ECT sensor displays a significant change of 18 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius or more. If it does, this further reinforces the indication of an intermittent failure, suggesting the rest of the system is potentially working correctly while leaving room for further investigation of the connections. If this occurs again, continuing to check for any poor connections or loose terminals, as mentioned earlier, is the ideal course of action. Such careful monitoring will systematically eliminate inconsistencies attributable to faulty connections, while aiding in pinpointing the source of the error. In this step, after evaluating the previous diagnostics, it's time to turn the ignition switch to the lock position and prepare for potential parts replacement as a precautionary measure. The next action would involve replacing the ECT Sensor 1 if the earlier checks conclude that it is indeed faulty or showing persistent irregularities. This process involves physically removing the sensor from its location near the thermostat housing and carefully installing the new part. Ensuring all connections are secure and correctly fitted will help optimize sensor performance and reduce risks of further DTC occurrences moving forward. Once the ECT Sensor 1 has been replaced, the next important step is to turn the ignition switch back to the on position. With the HDS, you will proceed to reset the engine control module, ECM, which is responsible for managing various engine parameters, including those related to the ECT sensor. Resetting the ECM allows it to recalibrate and recognize the adjustments that have been made to the engine systems. This step is crucial as it clears any previously logged error codes, prepping the vehicle for a fresh evaluation to ensure that it is now functioning correctly without returning to the error condition. Having reset the ECM, the following step is to execute the ECM idle learn procedure. This procedure allows the ECM to re-establish optimal idle settings based on the new ECT Sensor 1's performance. Performing this step helps ensure more stable engine operation and efficient fuel delivery, allowing the vehicle to react correctly to inputs from the engine. After completing the idle learn procedure, the next critical task is to use the HDS to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. This comprehensive evaluation will inform the technician whether any new DTCs are indicated or if the P0116 code remains, guiding next steps in troubleshooting. After following the completion steps in the troubleshooting guide, the final verification is crucial. You should confirm that no pending or confirmed DTCs, particularly P0116, are reported by the HDS. It is essential to ensure all electrical connections are intact and any previous faults remaining have been appropriately addressed. Following this, conducting a road test will provide real-world data on engine performance, particularly focusing on temperature readings and other related functionalities. A successful road test reassures the technician of the problem's resolution and ensures that the system is functioning as it should, thereby confirming the repairs made. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0116, regular preventive maintenance practices should be initiated. Conducting scheduled inspections of the ECT Sensor 1 is advisable, explicitly checking its physical condition and ensuring it is free from corrosion or damage. Additionally, the wiring and connectors linked to the ECT sensor and the ECM should be routinely examined to confirm they are secure and intact. Staying vigilant about these connections can mitigate potential failures due to wear and contribute to the vehicle's longevity and overall performance. These simple yet effective preventative actions can save substantial time and costs associated with troubleshooting in the future. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0116 is essential for maintaining the proper operation of your Honda Civic, specifically regarding its engine temperature monitoring system. Understanding the role of the ECT Sensor 1 and the possible causes of its failure is crucial for effective troubleshooting. By following the outlined steps in this guide, from initial checks to system resets, mechanics can efficiently diagnose and remedy the issues associated with this DTC. Moreover, regular preventive maintenance contributes significantly to minimizing the risk of similar problems in the future. Thus, abiding by these procedures and guidelines not only ensures the vehicle operates at an optimal level, but also enhances its longevity and reliability on the road. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.